everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, good morning, whatever time it is for you. It's about 8 o'clock, so good evening for me. John, am I gonna have to go make coffee? I literally said I was gonna go to bed at a good time tonight, so I was gonna make coffee. But I might need to. Excuse me, George burp. Okay. Alrighty. So, part 4. Plans for today is we want to get to Gold Hoarder 15 to get our first emissary flag and potentially do the maiden voyage. All combinations. Those are the goals definitely for today. Of course, other things and whatnot in the way, but those are the main things. So that's pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna go make coffee. So I will be back within the next few minutes. For anyone that comes in, chat amongst yourselves. I will post a thing in the chat myself. Let's see, gone to make coffee. How do you spell coffee? Is it one F? No, it's double F, double E. Going to make coffee. Chat amongst yourselves. Or selves. That's not how you spell that. Yourselves. Chat amongst yourselves. I see, I knew amongst was a word. Surrounded by, in company of. It is a word. You're trying to tell me it's not a word. Okay. Okay, I'll post that in chat, and I will be back in a few minutes. Just chat amongst yourself. Alrighty, Roo. We are ready to go. Let's go ahead and get started. Coffee has been made. We are currently at 28 of the 294 trophies. We went up by, I believe, 10 trophies with last night's stream. If you weren't there, make sure to check it out. We went up 10 whole trophies, which is incredible. Here's our pirate. He's not looking too great, but trust me, he's gonna have drip. We'll have drip. Alright. So, let's hop on in, shall we? And hop into adventure mode with our Guild Instincts Syndicate and our ship Storm's Tempest. And see, now we can pay 1,200 gold, which we're gonna do. And that will restore our ship to look pristine. We'll just do a closed screw, not like anybody's joining. I believe. Let me check the audio really quick, because I did not do that at the start while we're loading in. Okay, I believe we are a-okay. So let's, wait. Oh, I don't see your ship. You took part in the sinking of another cruise ship. Devious Dinghy. You earned the commendation Devious Dinghy. Okay. So there's 2 trophies right off the bat. That brings us up to 30 trophies. We got 2 trophies that had popped after, I guess, were supposed to pop during the stream. Last night's stream and did not, so there we go. Oh, another one. Seeking Sanctuary. You paid a visit to the beautiful Sanctuary Outpost. Alright, racking it up. It has been a total of 8 minutes since I started streaming. We already are down. We already have 3 trophies. Gotta let my coffee cool down. It's a little too hot. A little too hot. A little too hot. A little too hot. Alright. So this is, I guess, is our first time at Sanctuary Outpost. Welcome. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? You know, every time I expect to see a really cool ship, and then I realize that our ship's just kind of basic right now. But in due time, right? So, as you can see with our reputation, we've been working on our guild's reputation now, which is pretty cool. And we are currently at 12 of the 15 levels that we need for the Gold Hoarders to get our first emissary flag, because that's what we're going with for a while, is the Gold Hoarders as our main company. And we have a couple combinations we're working on during said things. So that is always nice. So we are going to gather up some supplies while we're here. Make sure that we're doing that. Always make sure you're trading out food when you're gathering supplies for what's better. So if you have, say, 5 bananas from a barrel, and you loot the next barrel and there's like 2 pomegranates and a coconut, then you want to switch out some of your bananas for the coconut and the pomegranates, because it's just going to be better. Alright, the Storm's Tempest. Our first ship here. It is good to be back. It is good to be back. Alright. Let's get our barrels organized here. I'm going to do a little bit more organization depending on if we get storage crates and stuff. So I have new plans for organizing my boats, and I want to see if I can make it work to fruition. Okay. So we popped 3 trophies already, which is pretty insane. So I believe if I go look at it, we should have went from 28 now to 31. Yes, we have. Of course, they were all bronze trophies again. Oh, So 30 of our 31 are bronze, and then we have a silver trophy in there as well. Okay. So with that being said, we don't have to listen to the Pirate Lord talk, which is fantastic. We're gonna gather a few more supplies. I'm not gonna worry about grabbing the shipwright supplies on this one. I don't see any reason to do that. Because like I said, I'm not planning to do super heavy PvP or any kind of combat or anything of the sort, really. Just kind of planning for this to be a more chillax session like yesterday's or last night's session was. Until the end, you know, that got a little weird, but we had already sold everything, so it was a-okay. So we're just kind of picking up what we can grab now. So let's get rid of that. Like I said, you want to trade out for what is going to be better. Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wesh33, welcome into the stream. I hope you are having a good day, evening, night, whatever time it may be. And here's our rowboat. If you remember last night we had got a rowboat on our boat. Since this is a captain boat, we now have that rowboat until we sink, or we decide to use it. And it will forever be there. Which is great. Alright, stacking up on bananas. I'm not going to spend too much time here. Just going to get a few supplies from the barrels and whatnot. Like I said, I'm not very heavy on it. Are you doing 100% game completion? In a way, yes. So, the plan, if you can tell by the title, is this is a PlayStation... Oh, there we go. Buckets of Fun. Let me read that really quick. Carson is Pro was engraved on this bucket by their grateful crew after bailing enough water to fill 2 ships. We're kind of doing a platinum run, because this is a PlayStation version. And we're going for, as well, all the trophies that follow behind it, which, I don't know if you play on PC, PlayStation, whatever, there is a total of 294 trophies for this game, including the base game trophies and then all of the extra stuff, which is like the 2024 launch edition trophies, and then every season that came after that, I think starting from like 12 or something, 12, 13, something like that. So we're going for all of that, plus we are going for in-game accommodations and things like that as well. This is kind of going to be a series that is long. I'm not really, if we're being honest, not expecting to ever be done with this series. It's going to be kind of just a little bit of fun. So you would say, and, you know, yell at me, why isn't this on the main channel? Since it's going to be, you know, a 100% series, and it's not all just about the platinum. Well, let me be diverse, people. Don't shoot me. Is it your first Sea of Thieves journey, or is it a restart-like thing? It's like a restart kind of thing. I have a main account that is much farther ahead. But this is kind of like a restart thing to, one, show, you know, anybody who comes in that hasn't played before, you know, how the game works, how it is. You know, give them a little bit of a learning curve. And two, just because I don't know if anybody else has the kind of thing. Sometimes when you're playing on your main account in video games, you just get a little bored because you feel like you're doing the same things, you have the same stuff, and it just sometimes it feels refreshing to give something a new start. And so we had started this series a couple months ago, and just came back to it last night. As you can tell by the title, this is currently part 4 of our journey. Alrighty. Grabbed everything from the dock. Ooh, alright, just wanted to make sure you knew the ropes. The game could be really toxic and kind of rough for new players. Yeah, I know all about that. I mean, as a pre-existing player, I started back in 2019, but it's been on and off since then. You know, it's never been persistent, and it's mainly because of, you know, how it can be, the game can be. Too much content, players that are just rude, things like that. And yeah, it's not exactly the greatest space for new players, I agree. That's why I try to be kind of friendly and welcoming to people. But I'm glad you've joined us in on this part here for the journey. Glad you could make it. Same for me. Started like 2020 and been coming back for 1 to 2 months long. Sought eras and then leaving the game again. Yeah, that's usually kind of how it goes. You get to a point where it just is like, it feels sort of repetitive, or it's just too toxic. Like, I'll be honest, I'll give you guys a little bit of insight. I've been playing recently. That's why I'm here streaming it, because I've been kind of getting back into the groove, and I was playing today, solo slooping Reapers, like I always do, because most of the time, a lot of people that I play with are busy, so I'm mostly solo slooping, like we do here. And I was playing, doing the Reapers and stuff, and there's a guy at this Reaper fort, and so I go up to him and I start to take him out like a Reaper does, right? You know, that's just the normal Reaper kind of activities. And you know, I get to him, I take him out. Well, I start to take him out. His ship sinks, but he's on my boat and he's a TDMer. So, for anybody who doesn't know what that is, essentially somebody who just specializes in full just attacking and like gunplay and stuff like that. They don't care for the naval. They just want to attack, 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 attack. They don't really care. And that's what the guy was. And so we just kind of went back and forth until eventually another boat came along, started doing that, and I eventually got out of the situation. It was really bad, but I got out of the situation. And then I started raging a little bit. Just be honest about it. I started raging because, you know, the guy had come back, the other guy who he had sunk, but he had I guess he had died in the process. He came back with his boat, and so there was two boats attacking just me, and the guy who came back also invited a friend, and so it was essentially just a 4v1. So started getting a little frustrated, and that's something that I've weirdly said to myself over time. Is I feel weird that you can just kind of invite your friends whenever, because it's like, say you're like in a good 1v1 situation, and then all of a sudden your enemy just poof, and then there's just two of them now. It's like, why? Anyways, let's inspect this banana barrel. Freaky Dusty's personal banana barrel. Always packed with yellow ambrosia, they became famous for hoarding their bananas like gold. Accommodation unlocked, going bananas. We're getting a lot of accommodations just for reading things, so if you want to keep that in mind, read things around to learn the lore. That's kind of part of this as well, is we're learning lore about the Sea of Thieves, learning new things. I think we've been, with all these things we've been reading, I think we've been progressing in the Legends of the Sea. I think that's what most of these have been progressing towards. Yeah, the ones that we've been picking up for the most part have been going into this. Maybe we'll jump into all of these, maybe we won't. You never know, right? We'll never know. It's something we'll get to in time. Alright. Enough of the rambling. Let me grab what we can here, and then we will start to head out, because we want to get as much progress as done as possible. It is currently our goal to do some other stuff. I'm right now trying to do the smuggler accommodations for the Purple Curse, and I cannot find the last two books I need. Not in the shipwrecks, and I can't find smuggler caches. Please, Rare, bless me. Oh, I wish Rare would bless you, man. I so wish that for you, because Rare likes to just be a pain in the butt. Rare, I shouldn't say it, because, you know, I'm gonna, like, randomly get banned in this, like, we're just gonna be streaming, I'm gonna be in the middle of, like, in the most intense PvP, and Rare's just gonna ban me. So I'm not gonna say anything too harsh, but we know how Rare can be. If you played the game, we know how Rare is. And that's just Rare. I mean, can't really stop that. Alright, so with that being said, we are going to start our journey for today with trying to get to our emissary flag. So we are currently level 12 out of the 15. So let's jump into some voyages, yeah? Let's just get to it and start talking. Um, yeah. Let's just start with the basic one. Start with the basic treasure map. We're gonna dive because we're working towards accommodations, so we're trying to get this one done as well. Dive to and complete Gold Hoarder's voyages. So that is something we are working towards. So let's get on the road. The road? The water? What am I saying? This ain't a car. Ooh, yeah, this coffee's working. I'm glad I took a while to make some coffee. It's definitely kicking back in there. At the start, I was just yawning like a madman, so I'll say it for you, Rare. If any of you are secretly monitoring this, big, yeah, you see, right there. That's all. That's all they need to say. Thank you, Wish. Thank you. Um, but I will say it again. I don't. As long as you're in here, I will say it multiple times. Thank you for coming in and interacting. It's very often that if you look into my streams, my other channels, my videos, you'll notice I'm talking to myself, and it doesn't make for the greatest content because like I'll be streaming and it's just like, hey, I'm talking to myself. Now when you're making a video, you're always talking to yourself. There's not really anybody out there you're talking to. But when you're streaming, it's kind of supposed to be more of you talking to other people, and not many people show up, so it's kind of just me talking to myself. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm really good at. I talk to myself all the time. I'm a writer and a reader, so it all kind of just blends together. Okay, Tri-Rock Isle. That is our island. Alright. Let's get this thing parked. And we will get to work. Coming in pretty hot there. What the heck? Okay, anchor. Why are we... What the heck? Do we have wind there? Must have had some wind. Hey, we all start somewhere. There's grand behind every streamer that 99% of the viewers never saw. That's true. That is very true. But yeah. This is just for you to know, because I'm sure you seem like you're probably new. This is the one of 3 channels that I own. Don't ask me why I have 3. They're all separated by some sort of category. This is the secondary channel that I made. This is Instinct Plats, where it's all about platinums and 100% trophies. But I decided that I would, playing Sea of Thieves, you kind of just have to go for everything. Yeah, this is my second channel. I kind of switch back and forth between the channels depending on what kind of content I'm trying to make. So if you look into my channel page, you'll notice this channel only has 2 series right now, and they're both kind of ongoing. Paul's, vibes. So it's all about that stuff. Okay, so north is that way, which means our chest should be right around here. Well, bam. But I'm glad of you to stop by. I appreciate it. Of course. Yes. Of course, if you decide that you like the content, not to, everybody's got to self-promote a little bit. If you decide you like the content, you can like, subscribe, share, check out the other channels. I post plenty of other things. And if you are interested, I have started in the last stream last night, we had started a guild called Instincts Syndicate. And we are going to be getting viewers and stuff, whoever wants to join in there. Of course, there will be a little bit of guidelines of, how long you gotta be around in the channel. Gotta be kind of persistent before you get in, so I don't invite people, they, mess around and then, disappear. That kind of vibe. But hey, I'll disappear sometimes, so... But I try to be more wary of when I disappear, as you guys know. I had this idea that could revive the game again and kind of fix the normal players versus TDMers thing that is going on. Okay, I'm interested to hear it. I'm a very big fan of trying to figure out ways to, I guess in the words of, the kind of words of people, make the game great again. I'm not gonna say anything more because of things that I would rather not say, but pulling words from somebody that I don't particularly enjoy talking about. Bam! Get him while he's down. Alright. What the heck am I looking at? Y'all see this? You see this right now? Well, did I walk into heaven? What the heck? Imagine if they added a new area, a frozen place that could only be accessed by purchasing it for 750 doubloons and 8 million gold coins. Wow. Okay. I mean, in a way, an arena making a comeback. In a way, I could see where we're going with that. I get the vibe, but I don't think it would be something that they could do, locking a area behind some kind of paywall. Not that it's like a real money paywall, but like an in-game paywall. It's kind of doesn't seem like the kind of game that would do that. But arena making a comeback is something I've wanted for ages, because I didn't really get to. I mean, arena was around when I started and stuff like that, but I didn't really play arena. I always kind of just assumed it would be there for when I got better at the game. And I wasn't better at the game until it was gone, and it was kind of sad. Alrighty. What's up the voyages, yeah? Let's go to the big treasure map now. Alright, Kraken's Fall. Going southward. So I go that island over there. Still a little hot. Alrighty. We could hit this skeleton camp as well once we're done with Kraken's Fall. That'd be a good amount of money and rep as well. Full arena revamp. Same 4 ships against each other with a chest spawning for extra points, but it works for all ships, and if a tie happens, it comes down to a sudden deathmatch. That was a gunfight PvP. Okay. Not an awful idea. I see where you're coming from with that. Definitely can see where you're coming from. It's not a awful idea at all. Again, I'm looking through some trophies while we're doing this, and realizing there are a few trophies that we'll have to have some people with, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. TDM would suddenly disappear for people that actually want to play the game. Yeah, that's always something that bothered me, is it's kind of adventure mode, and people will say, hey, you know, it's adventure mode, people can do whatever they like, they can TDM you, they can enable you, they can run, they can do this. And it just, in a way, I wish there was a more solidified spot that these people who want to TDM, who want to do this, who want to do that, can just go to do that. And then most people will tell you, hey, Hourglass, it's a great place to go, but nobody wants to do Hourglass anymore. Hourglass is just kind of one of those things that is, it's got a weird spot in the community, from what I can remember. I mean, I'm sure things have changed the time that I've been gone, but it's got one of those weird spots in the community. Am I getting shot at? Yeah, okay, Alright, here we are. For some reason I feel like my FOV is like super zoomed in, but I don't think it is. I think we're okay. Alright, Alright. Slow this baby down. Don't worry, Tempest. We will get you upgraded. We'll get you upgraded. We'll get you customized sooner or later. Upgraded went to my head because I've been I bought it when it came out. I actually pre-ordered it. The Black Flag Resynced, the you know, the remaster. I don't want to, but when I don't grind curses, I really don't find anything else in the game fun except hunting PvP. I get that. But no, I've been playing. I got the pre-order for Black Flag, and then I played like for a day or so, and then I kind of just let it go. But now that I'm kind of in the pirate setting, I've been playing the resync, and so I think that's where the upgrading thing comes from, because I've been upgrading my ship, you know, getting the hull and all that maxed out, so it's all blending in my head a little bit. You play too many games at once. That's why I try not to play too many games at once. But that's gonna change here soon, because starting Monday, I'm coming back to my favorite game of all time. Is it worth it? Black Flag Resynced. I think so. It's a pretty good game. If you played the original, you're gonna get a little bit of, you know, the vibes of nostalgia, a little bit. And then even if you didn't play the original, you're still gonna get to experience a fantastic game with, I'm not even gonna say it, because I'm gonna say it because people will tell you no, with new content. The game has quite a bit of new content. I don't know if not all of the outfits are new, but you know, they look different. There might be a few new outfits, because there's outfits that I have that I don't remember being in the original. But I would say, personally, it's worth it, but you have to keep in mind, in my headspace, I am a big fantasy nerd. I love pirates, I love all that kind of things, and Black Flag is my favorite Assassin's Creed game, so, you know, when I hear that Resync is coming out, and it's a remaster of my favorite Assassin's Creed game, even though it really shouldn't be an Assassin's Creed game by all standards, because it's more of a pirate game, but I get why it is. You know, I had to pick it up. I think it's pretty worth it. I've got a decent amount of hours. Probably around 17, 18. Could be more hours than that, but I think it's around those numbers. It's pretty good. Haven't finished the story just yet. I don't know how much the thing is. And it's not like it's just the same as the original. I mean, it's revamped. It's got new things. Missions are moved around. It's like, Black Flag is #1 AC, and it's not even close. Because, like you said, it is so much more than just an AC game. It really is. To me, it's like, Black Flag, it's more than just Assassin's Creed. It's got pirates, but it's got assassins. And it feels weird to say that, because then you think of the RPG-based kind of things we live in now. Yeah, imagine put that much effort in Odyssey. Like I'm trying to say, if you think about that, what we have now with like Odyssey, Origin, Shadows, Valhalla, for some reason it just doesn't feel necessarily full Assassin's Creed. But somehow Black Flag was able to capture Assassin's Creed without it really being fully Assassin's Creed. Like, if I have to be honest, I've started Assassin's Creed Valhalla about 3 different times, and I've made it to the exact same point. It's about like maybe 2 or 3 hours worth of gameplay every single time I've restarted it. There's something about it. It just doesn't. I have to be, I guess, Viking. My brain would have to be Viking mood instead of Assassin's Creed mood to play the game. That's what I have to think about when I want to go into it. It's Vikings. 60% cutscene, 20% moving to a mission, 10% mission, 10% free run. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. It solves all the problems right there. Book here. Mysterious journal. The fierce partnership and the lifetime of piracy they shared now endures to far more treacherous ends. The bonds must be broken, only the Order can release them now. Okay, so now we got a skeleton bounty at the Crooked Mast. But hey, it's easier to just make people think it's worth $60 if you put AAA on it. The game cutscenes with cool graphics. Yeah, it is. That's pretty much how that goes. That's why I was kind of worried about the game that just came out, Star Wars Zero Company, because I've heard that it's turn-based, it's really good, and I'm scared that it's something that's just going to be like, in my head, I've been excited for it because, you know, I'm a big Star Wars. Like I said, I like fantasy. I don't like sci-fi as much as I do like medieval kind of vibes, but Star Wars is kind of where I go for sci-fi, and I'm hoping it's a really good game. I haven't watched gameplay or anything, so if you have, don't try not to spoil anything. But it's a game that I've heard is really good, and I'm excited to maybe play at some point. I don't want to put down money right now for it, especially money that I don't really have at this moment. Considering I definitely have a game that comes out sometime next year that I'm very excited for, which is the Dungeons & Dragons Warlock game, because I'm a big D&D nerd. Warlock is my go-to class, so it just hits home for me to know that I gotta play that game when it comes out next year. There we go. Alright, that's the last dig for the island. Oh, man. I love horror a lot. Yeah. To be honest, for horror, you kind of have to just go to indie companies. There's a lot of decent horror games, I believe, nowadays are just from the indie side of things. Hello, Captain. I'm trying to drink my coffee. Do you mind? You're gonna have to go to indie companies now for horror games. Can't really go to the big companies. Okay. See you later, loser. Alright. Now we got some stuff we need to carry. Let's go get this skeleton over here. It'll help us carry some things. Yeah. Horror is something I've grown up with a lot because people in my family are big horror fans as well. I'm decent. I like horror, but it's not like big for me. It could be anything to do with blood splatter, anything like that. I know that sounds stupid, but it's like I have a weird thing with blood, but at the same time I don't, because I can watch like somebody's. How do I explain it? It's like some blood things will get me like ugh, and then some don't. Like for example, I'm watching. Okay, this is gonna really make some viewers upset. I have watched a bit of Game of Thrones, but I've never finished it. So I'm kind of currently on a rewatch of what I've seen to get into the rest of it. And I watched them, slice their throats, see the blood spill, all that stuff. And it's like, okay, this ain't too bad. But then you'll watch something like a doctor show or something with doctors, and they'll do something with a little bit of blood, and it's just like, ugh, no. Get it out of here. I don't know if that's like a specific type of thing that's normal for people. Maybe it's just like that fantasy genre that's just like ignores the blood. I don't know. Getting into some weird conversations that I wouldn't normally get into, and I like it. There's a book right here. Hold on. What do we got here? Another mysterious journal. They dared to walk in the footsteps of the damned, and now it is they who await those that may follow them. Though I have failed the order, hope still remains. We got another bounty. Barnacle K. Okay. Let me get over here. I want to get this chest. Thank you, sir. Do my juggling. Don't know how much I'm going to need to get to level 15, but we'll collect a good amount here. We may do a little bit of stacking, not like a whole lot, but we might do a little bit. I do want to see what this map would give us. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted there. Okay. I'll live with it. Okay. All right. There we go. Alrighty. We're going up here. Hello. Can't see this map that well, but I'm assuming that's what that is, so I'm gonna go for right here. Am I a genius or what? I'll take that storage crate with open arms. Oh my lord! Thank you very much, game. I appreciate that storage crate. Got some meat in there we can use to sell to the Hunter's Call. Like I said, if we were focused on PvP, or if I knew that we would be doing something that would get us into any sort of trouble, I would keep the meat for a good food source, but the point that we're at right now, I'm kind of just selling it to get a little bit of a head start in Hunter's Call before anything bad happens. Okay, let's see what we got here. It was a good chat, man. I'm gonna head out, and I'll see you in another stream. I wish you a good day, and good luck on the seas today. Thank you, Wesh. I will see you later, my friend. Have a good rest of your day. Okay. Oh, this is pretty hefty. Great here. Pretty hefty. Alrighty. Throw this. Just throw all the meat down here. Alright. Well, with that being done, let's get ourselves another map. We thank Wesh for being in here and coming in and saying hello. Let's do another Captain's Treasure map. Where are we going here? Sunken Grove. Okay, it's away. A little ways away. Oh, our anchor was lowered the whole time. That's not good. Could have been real bad, actually. Remember to never leave your anchor lowered. Okay. Do we want to hit the skeleton camp on the way? Let's do that. Let's hit the skeleton camp. Why not? Skeleton camp, then we'll hit this island here, get our digs, and then we will head to an outpost and see what kind of levels we get from that. It's been a while since we had a skeleton camp, right? Can't remember. No, we hit one last episode, didn't we? I believe so. Yeah, we hit one last episode, I think. Because we've been working on some of these things, right? Yep, open ancient stone coffers below skeleton camps. We've been working on that. And this will actually be a skeleton camp that we haven't been to yet. So we need to look for some notes on things like that while we're here. Had a pretty good chat with him. Hope he comes back sooner or later. Very, very good chat. Very good chat. It's just me and you now. Me and whoever's watching. Just me and you and me. Let's see who can do it better. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up here. I see, I think, a brigantine over horizon. It's a little scary. Brigantines can be very scary. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop anchor so we get to a full stop. Immediately raise it right back up. Okay. Voila. Let's hope nothing bad happens to Early while we're gone. Here is to hoping. Okay. Anything on this island of any value? Let's just check to make sure. It's always a good idea to check if there's anything that could be worth value. It's a rowboat. It's always worth some value. Checking it. See? Always worth the value. Rowboats usually have some pretty decent stuff in them. Okay. Ooh. Got a bone collar. That's pretty fun to play around with. Is there anything over here? There's a keg. It's always pretty fun. Put it in the corner. Watch it blow. Boom! Killed something too. So poor animal. Alright, just light the torches and we'll head on inside. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Not sure exactly how long we're gonna go for today. Remember last night's stream was about 4 hours long. It's currently about 9 o'clock, I believe. Yep. We're about 10 minutes off 9 o'clock EST time, so we'll see what time we end up ending. So I do need to take a shower tonight before I go to the bed. Okay. So let's take a look around this area first before we even think about starting anything. Wow, look how cool this one is. The other one was like overgrown. This one's like pretty open, kind of underground work place. This might be, I was gonna say this might be niche, but I don't think it's niche anymore, especially with their release in theaters. If any of you have seen Hades Town, you know, they recently did a pro shoot in theaters. You guys may have seen it. Or if you guys are just, you know, theater nerds or anything. It's kind of what it reminds me of down here. It's kind of like the Hades Town aesthetic. Alright, just taking a look around. Because we are looking for journals and stuff. So, no harm in taking a look around to see if we find any. I don't know if it's journals that we're exactly looking for, but we're looking for papers, I guess. It's a pretty cool area up here. Huh. Would have thought there would have been some around. Could be some in the vault room. Let's just take one more look over here. Make sure that we're taking a thorough examination. I mean, seems pretty clear. Yeah. Let's take one little quick run through. Just to be sure I didn't miss that. Yeah, okay, unless it's like under here maybe, or here. Maybe we got one inside of the vault room. Okay, let's go ahead and power this thing up. So we're gonna try to go for the coffers on the outside first, and then we will do the other stuff. Alright, so what are we looking for over here? Arrow. Let's find the arrow. Grab that arrow. Okay, so we need to move a a bit to the right, probably about there. Hopefully it's not blocking. Might be slightly blocked, but we can get it. There we go. There's the arrow. Bam. See if we can get some nice stacks of gold. Once we get the combination, you'll see us pretty much not do this. It's not really worth the time that it takes to do it. But we're working on combinations and stuff like that, so it's worth us taking our time to do it here. Okay. And the next one would be... I don't think there's any more on this side, is there? Nope. Okay, so the next one is over that way. We have feather. We're looking for a feather. Right there. Pretty simple. There we go. Combination unlocked grade 3 starry secrets. Getting that progressed as time goes on. Little bits of gold here. Okay, so the next one would be the turtle. Let's look for the turtle. Saber-tooth, fish, fox, bat, turtle. Oh, bam. Alright. And there should be 2 up top as well. Oh, we just have 1 up here. Okay. The fish. I want to find the fish. Which, I think if we go backwards, we should find the fish pretty easily. Yep. Okay, so it's like that. 2 triangles, essentially. How easy that was to get the fish? Just 2 triangles. Up as much as we can. Alright, now we'll do the actual main puzzle. Which, for that, we need the butterfly, the owl, and the crab. Fox. Is that the owl? I think that's the owl. Can't tell if it's the owl or the bat. It is very much the owl. Okay. It's gonna be right in the way, isn't it? Oh, okay. Got enough room there. There is the owl. We need the crab, and we need... There's... crab. Then we need the butterfly. Bat, arrow, and butterfly. Okay. Let's spin it this way. No, look the other way. Hope that's open enough. No, it's not. Okay, spin it a little bit more. Okay, I don't know if that will allow us to see all of it. Are you kidding me? I'm literally hovering over it, obviously, but it's just not gonna let me have it. There we go. Combination unlocked. Temple of the Enchanting Widow. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat. And there's our keg. Eat this, loser. Where's our keg fellow? Right there. There we go. Skelly's floater and accommodation. Okay. Where's our keg fellow? There you are. Get out of here. No eating. Okay, false time. Just gonna repeatedly sword dash here. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. My butt kicked there. Alright. There we go. We are in. Pick up all the gold. Okay, is there any notes, journal? Anything in here? Huh. I would have thought they would have been in here if they're not outside. Okay. Let's take one more look outside. Just to see. Maybe I misplaced them. Check one more time around here. Let's go up top. Just to be sure. I don't want to be that guy, you know, you post in the comments after this and go, it's right there. I go, where? Right here. And then it's like super obvious where it's sitting. But I don't believe I see anything. I mean, it could be very obvious and I'm just blind. I do not have a keen eye on where this would be. But I feel like I've got pretty decent eyesight. I mean, to me this seems like where it would be, but obviously there's nothing up here or anything. So I'm gonna say that we're out of luck on this one. We'll have to try it again at a later point in time, I guess. Plus maybe we could see it on the way out. Is it on the staircase? Is it up here? We gotta go up that way anyway, right? So just take a gander on the way out. Oh. Well, we'll most likely come back down here, so if I missed it, which I'm sure I did, somebody will tell me. Maybe. Unless this is it right here. Nope. If I missed it, somebody will tell me. And they'll probably tell me exactly where it's at. If you guys see it. If not, we'll figure it out later. Because I don't have a single clue where that would be. Yeah, I got no clue. Unless it's like up here. Outside. I don't know. Okay. Nice. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but that's what happens when you're trying to get all the coffers and things like that in there. Oops. Just ran over the boat. Not even paying a slick of attention. Alright, so let's get ourselves headed towards that last island, which is Sunken Grove, and then we'll go sell after that. And see how much money and rep we get from that. Sorry to clear my throat there. Uh-oh, there's a ship up that way. We're doing that skull for it. This guy got no intention of bothering you. Just here to get my chests and leave. Cook that meat at some point. I don't have time to do that yet. Where the wind's going? This way? Get a little bit of wind. Let's go for it. Alrighty. Make an estimate if we'd hit 15 from all this stuff, but I honestly have no clue. I mean, we'll certainly try. Not like I have an influence on whether we hit it or not. Raise a little bit because we have a chest that's right here on the small island. Uh-oh. Your cannon should fire. It's not a good sign, necessarily. Okay. I need a sword dash. Okay. Should be around this side. And 2 for 1. Okay, here we go. And we'll go to the other side of the island where the other 2 are. Silent Revenge. Pledge to the Grim Reaper. Guess that can be a little scary. Okay. Let's get a help of a little friend here. I hear a snake. You guys should pretty much know how I feel about snakes by now. At least in the game. I love snakes in real life. Don't get me wrong. But this game just makes you want to like throw something at them every time. Got a cannon of rage. Let me shoot a snake with that. Alright. Rock. That's pretty simple. Okay. Pick it up. Thank you, sir. And then we gotta go upwards. Gotta say, this doesn't look right. Here. No, this doesn't look right at all. I'm supposed to be over here. There we go. Now it all makes sense. Get a little bit of rep just for completing the quest, of course. Thank you. Okay, let's grab all this, put it on board, and then we will go run it to an outpost. Oh god, why is the Reaper coming down? I have like nothing for you, dude. We need to go. Gotta go. Left. Okay. Might want to get some better stuff here. Yeah, let's get some better food. I'm assuming they're gonna chase. Yep, okay. Well, I wasn't exactly prepared for PvP. But it seems that this is what it's come to. Not really any other way to do this. He's trying to kidnap me. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Dang it, I missed. I missed again. Oh, there's two of them, isn't there? I see the two. Oh, this is fun. Repair, repair, please, repair. Nope. Oh my god. That's bad. Well, we're about to just have wasted all of our time here. Okay. What? How the heck did she even make it on? That's insane that she made it on. I mean, I felt like I was doing pretty good there. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. Let me breathe. Yo, what is wrong with you? Okay, hold on. I'm not prepared for PvP, especially against 2 people. I have, like, nothing right now. It could be barely any interest to them. But they're gonna chase me nonetheless. So, let's see if I can find a way to do this without absolutely dying, you know? No, they're gonna catch up with me. I'd have to go around them to get to an outpost. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Let's turn the sail that way. Trust me, I don't want to fight you. It's not my plan at all. There's a high chance I can get out of this with a little bit of luck. With just a little bit of luck. Which I have a very good idea here. I'm gonna move all of this stuff. Move that to a specific pile for itself. Because that's going to be our main prize that we want to sell. Oh my god, there's a brigantine. Yo. What does everybody want with me? I don't even have an emissary flag or anything. That's the funny part. But they see the, you know, the noob sails and stuff. They know, oh, he's a new player. He's a new player. The brig might be coming for me too. Why does everybody want me? Go after them. Help me, brigantine. You're my only hope. Are they gonna actually help me, or are they just gonna go by? They'll probably just fly by. Which one bet? They don't have anything, no flag or anything either, so I would think they're just gonna fly by. Oh, I see what you're doing. You guys are gonna try to ambush me, yeah? I mean, you can surely try. Just go for the brigantine. They're going literally right directly at you. Just go for them, yeah? I think they might have gave up going for me. Some potential they gave up going for me. Question is, how fast can I loop around, get the loot on my ship, and then... How fast can I do this? What do you think? The way they turned, they can't fix that. You think they can fix that in time? Nope, they're going for the brig. It's already decided. I have to go for the brig. See, they got their mast down there. You guys can have the brig. just gonna run what I got and sell it real quick. I gotta be quick though. Hope that none of these guys decide to come after me while I'm doing this. Alright. Raise the sail, raise the sail, raise the sail. We're gonna be really quick about this. We're gonna hope that the boat is okay. A wild excursion. Paid a visit to the imposing Daggertooth outpost. What a time to visit an outpost. I get a trophy for it. Good news is the ship's okay for the moment. And I hear cannon fire, so we should be alright to just sell this off. And then we can go Tessel. I'm perfectly okay to Tessel once I sell all this. 30,000. Is it Gold Rush? So that's usually worth 20,000. Maybe it's Gold Rush. Is it Gold Rush right now? Might be Gold Rush. I don't know. I don't know what the timing is on Gold Rush. Okay. Well, with that being said, didn't ram into anything. Let's do it. Let's go. I mean, I don't have anything to lose. I don't have a flag or anything, and I didn't get a whole lot of supplies. Oh no, I didn't. I should have sold the orb to... I think the orb might have just went to merchant, because it was our lowest. Oh, that's really bad. I didn't think about that. Running it to Sovereign's probably sold the orb to merchant. Ah, crap. Okay. Well, we're only 13 in gold orders then. Or we could have been probably 14, maybe. And now we know. We don't have an emissary flag up, so it went to whatever our lowest was, which was merchant. Cannon Rage went to Order of Souls, which is weird. But it's okay. Next time we'll learn that if we do a little orb, we need to sell that to the gold rush straight away, unless we have the emissary flag up. I'm gonna try to help the brig if I can. We're gonna see if I have any naval skills today. Right now. We'll see if I have any naval or anything of the sort. I am fighting 2 people on this sloop. It's a death spiral. They got the brig in a death spiral too. Let's see if I can do something about that. You see how the sloop put down their sail because they saw me coming. Which means that their spiral is going to start going out of whack. I'm not even going to shoot the brig. I'm going to let them do the work on that. I hit that? Whoa. I'm fairly impressed I hit that chain shot. See, now the sloop's... Oh, the brig sunk. Well, that ruined my whole plan. The plan was the brig would stay alive and it would buy me time to then fight the sloop, but now I have to fight the sloop without it. So now this is just gonna get messy. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to figure out how good my naval is compared to theirs. And considering the fact that they have 2 people on board, I'm sure. Oh, that's a mast hit there. I gotta repair that. I hit their mast. Oh god, they just smacked my wheel? Is that what just happened there? Pretty sure they just smacked my wheel. No? They hit. Oh, capstan. Okay, that isn't too much of a problem. Lower this a bit. Kind of out of whack in this turn here now. This turn's way out of whack. I'll fix this, why not? I don't think they hit anything that was below deck, did they? Yeah, I don't think so. We're okay on that matter. Alright, let's grab some more wood and stuff. Here's the problem, is now we're super far away, I feel like, from each other here. Whoa. Okay. Surprised I got no mask. Okay, it's starting to get some holes in me now. Out of the circle. If they pulled out of the circle, I'm going to pull a little bit out of the circle. Take some time to try to repair holes a little bit. Okay, they're shooting back now. Maybe they're shooting over? I don't know. If they shot over, then I definitely want to get these repaired. These holes are buried. Very big thing. If somebody shoots over, you definitely want to have your holes repaired. I saw that coming. I gotta fix masts. See, one little thing on masts will get me down. I don't fix that. Okay, here comes the holes. I'm already loaded. Shots aren't hitting where I need them to hit. Okay. Grab the holes that are on the back side of where they are. It's always the first thing you want to do. I guess it's just kind of a supply battle at this point. Let's see really who has more supplies. It's not exactly how I planned on this stream going, but you know. Might as well. We gotta get some experience at some point, right? Oh, here comes the mast. Yeah, they're gonna get my mast. That's fine. I'll play without a mast. I don't need it. That might have been a person they just summoned away. Yep, okay, there's that one ball. Or at least a ricochet. Like I said, it doesn't really matter if I sink here. I literally have nothing. So. This is more or less just to get the vibes going, you know? Yeah, somebody's on board. Yeah, I saw it already. It's over. Okay, that's fine. Ignoring the rules of engagement. You killed an opponent from behind with a blunderbuss. Well, I definitely didn't kill him from behind. But now that I know that's how you can get that trophy, I'm gonna try to do that on my main account to get that trophy out of the way. Which means now I can go back to the pistol. Guess our ship's never sunk before. They're sailing like super away from me now, aren't they? Yeah, they don't even want to give me a chance to get on them. I mean, I'm trying, but they're just gonna keep sailing like this. I mean, there's two of them. They really shouldn't be afraid of me. Stopped for a minute there. Okay, I'm dead. That's okay. That's perfectly alright. So we didn't lose too much there, really. Just some supplies. We got everything that we had sold, so... Just supplies, and I guess our first real PvP battle was kind of a loss, but... Well, on the ship at least. Well, ow! Where the heck? That's kind of messed up for you to just fight me like that immediately. Alright, well... I should have sold the skeleton camp thing to that, but I didn't. I thought maybe it would just go, but it went to, I guess, whatever our lowest score was, which was merchant. So I decided since merchant was our lowest, that's where it would go, because we didn't have an emissary flag flying. Which makes sense. I should have thought about that a little bit more clearly before I did it. How does this poison ever go away? Holy. How do I get rid of the poison? Get out of me veins. Dude, how long does this freaking snake venom last? What the heck? Why am I poisoned for 6 centuries? Alrighty. Well, with that said, we did sink. I would like to get off this server so that they don't find me and chase me down again. That is what we're going to be doing, is hopping off this server for sure. We're going to do a dive mission, though. We're not going to just leave the server. Do a dive mission to get off the server. Since we still can't get an emissary right now, so there's no point in us going to an outpost and doing all that, because we can't. We still have a piece of meat that needs to be cooked. Now, because I did that. So, I guess we could cook that piece of meat while we're here. Just for sake's keeping. Why not? Let's just do it. Alrighty. So yeah, we should have turned that Orb of Secrets into Gold Hoarder. Probably would have given us at least level 14, maybe. Or close to it. But that's okay. Can't always get what we want here. No. Need to get some, let me drink some water to wash that down. It wasn't too bad of a fight though. We were holding our own pretty well. If we had a second member, that fight would have been pretty nice. Even probably would have been close to over. Well, we got that trophy, so I can go to the flintlock now. No cool skin on it, but I can go to the flintlock now, which is my home base. Oh, chasing the horizon. You spent 10 days at sea aboard a captain's ship, either as the captain or as one of the crew. There we go. Another trophy. So we're racking them up like flies at this point. That means we started at 28 and we are now at 34. It's pretty good progress. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Alrighty. What the heck? Legend of the Veil? Alright, so let's go ahead and raise. Do I want to use Flintlock or the Blunderbuss? I feel like the Blunderbuss is pretty fun. I may start using the Blunderbuss again on my main account. Double good. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know, we'll see. I'm more of a Flintlock person. I like pistol sword. Yeah, look at them. Going to sell off what they have, figure their life out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just dive now. What should we dive to? Let's see here. Let's just go to a basic one. We'll dive to a basic treasure map. Just want to get our butts off the server so I don't have to deal with those people. Usually Reapers won't go after people without emissary flags, but I guess they were salty. Then again, I did kind of come back into the fight after I was already out of the fight, so I have to purchase ourselves a flintlock skin soon, and a sword. I think there's only a trophy for doing a Eye of Reach though, so that might be the next weapon we buy, so we can use that for a little bit. I think there's a trophy for buying those. Alright. Uh-oh. I don't like that I hear cannon shots coming out of the water. Uh-oh. Is that just the C4? Okay, I think we're alright. It may have just been the sea fort trying to get us while we were under the ocean. Okay. New server, who dis? It's like new person, new me, right? You know? New day, new me. No level 3 Reaper coming for a guy that has no emissary flag. Alright. Make sure we raise our anchor back up. May not get to the maiden voyage today. It's taken us a lot longer to get the emissary flag than I was expecting it to. Usually doesn't take me as long, but it's been taking a good amount of time just to be able to get to it, which is kind of sad. Thought it would be pretty quick to get to the emissary flag, get everything going. What do we got here? Some cloth. Derek at Plunder Outpost. Okay. Unsoaked condition. Well, if we see Plunder Outpost, we'll definitely try to stop by it on the way if we see Plunder Outpost. North is that away. So there's one that's like in the middle of all these trees. Nicely done. There's chest number 1. And then the second one is over on this thing, over this side of the island. What do we got over here? Got a storage crate. Ooh, nice. Let's go ahead and take the stuff from these barrels. Storage crates are always nice. Alrighty. So there should be... Whoa, where am I? Hold on. I'm looking at this right. Yes, okay. It should be right around here. Flintlock gang. I don't have to use blunderbuss anymore. So I'm pretty sure there's only that one trophy. There might be more, but it's the only one I know of is that one that we got. So if there are more blunderbuss trophies, somebody tell me in the chat, tell me in the comments section. Or I'll figure it out by myself when I look, eventually. But now I know that apparently you don't necessarily have to blunder someone in the back for that trophy to count. That's why I wasn't using the blunderbuss on my main account, because, I mean, it's rare that I get to really hit somebody in the back. Usually hitting them from the front with the pistol. So the fact that, I mean, we hit her pretty much, we killed her with the blunderbuss, but it was pretty much directly from the front. So I don't know exactly why the trophy popped, but I'm not going to complain, because it makes my life 10 times easier, and I get to go back into the comfort zone of my pistol. So 100% will not complain. Ooh, got a Skelly Captain. Cheat Daniels. There we go. Wrathful King Bounty Skull. Gold Pouch, Skeleton Orders. Yeah. Okay. Anything else around here we can grab? Not sure yet. Let's go ahead and move this over to near the ship. Collecting some loot. Like these small islands are easy to navigate. Sometimes give you pretty decent loot. I'm stranded on this island with a single bullet. I've been marooned. Nah, I'm just joking. Anything up here? No. Okay. So let's read these notes. Oh, speaking of which, should be a little sliver, and then should be right around here. Okay, right around here. Thank you. Storage crate. Nice. That's my last bullet. Hey, more bullets. What do we got in here? Ooh. More meat. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Sorry, the rings quote. Okay, with that being said, let's also go see where Plunder Outpost is from here. Because we have some crate. We have a crate to deliver. Somebody at Plunder Outpost. Okay, let's head there. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just head to Plunder Outpost so we can go give this crate off, just in case there's some kind of weird, skeptical time limit on it, you know? Do. Let's move all the meat downstairs. Put that in there, and then we'll get to cooking the other ones. Got leftover shark to cook. What else we got in here? We have some, what is that, balance balls? That's pretty good. Okay. Got another storage crate. Nothing to cook. Yep, this says Derek Plunder Outpost, unsoaked condition. So that is what we will do. Just to be sure, I'm going to put it in here. In case it decides to rain. Okay, so we're going directly east. ways east? Of course, it's around the island. Okay, lower the sails. Uh-oh. There's a rock right there. Okay. See if we can get wind here. That we can. Sweet. Make this journey ever so faster. Take the meat off before it burns. Okay, let's get that last piece of shark on there. So we have anything new to equip here? Just checking. What kind of titles we got? Ooh, we could use the Master of Devious Ores now. The Voyager. We got some cool ones. Just checking out what we got. No pets. So we are unfortunately a loser who has no pets. Should we put a shirt on? No, we're not putting a shirt on. What do you think we are? You think I'm gonna put a shirt on? Oh god, there's a Reaper on this session. Today is the Reaper. Anything like the last ones, you're gonna come after me. Hey, so that's quite a big rock right there. Okay, so we got some meat to sell as well for Hunter's Call, which is fantastic. Let's see, we get wind if we don't have it already. There we go. Get some wind. Seasonal. Anything to claim? Oh yeah, we got some balloons. There we go, we got some doubloons. And we can get a new emote. Pocket Pebble, Bucket Prank, or Coin Toss. Let's get Pocket Pebble. I think that one sounds really funny. And I want to differ from what I got on my main, so we're not going to get Coin Toss. Pocket Pebble. We're going to talk to a rock. Hold on, I gotta see this. Pocket Pebble. Oh god. What am I doing? I don't think I've ever seen our pirate so happy in his life. He's literally never been happier. Not a moment he's ever been happier in his life. Uh-oh. Looky there, there's asleep. So that's the Reaper. Better be careful not to mess around with them. Sorry, I'll probably tag servers after this. Been a little over an hour and a half. So. Good, we're just kind of chilling. This series and stuff like that isn't necessarily about speed. We're about having fun. Chilling around. Don't take things too seriously. I mean, take it seriously, obviously, but don't take it too seriously. Just a video game, nothing's gonna, you know, be terrible if this happens or that happens. Let's turn the ship a bit. Okay. Pretty good bark right there. So let's grab the cloth, like so. Then put a point there, a balance on the rope. Just want to make sure that we get that to the dock pretty safely, so it is not wet. And then we'll grab the rest of our little bit of stack of loot there. Not a hefty stack, but it's pretty decent. Don't have to worry about selling this specific thing, because they will go to where they need to go. So there's nothing that bounces between everything here. See exactly how much rep we're going to get for those 2 chests. Hey, Order of Souls of Light. Slowly but surely catching up. I think Derek is the Hunter's Call representative. Speaking of Hunter's Call, we need to go get our meat. Ooh, Grade 1 Treasured Company. Gold Orders goes barely anywhere. Okay. Those chests don't do too much, necessarily. Alright, so let's put away this stuff here. Get some milestones for our ship and ourselves, which is really cool. Alright, let's grab all of this. Just enough to fill up our inventory. Which is great. Alright. Derek, I have you some cloth. It's not wet. Whoa, what the heck? Somebody left some Reaper loot. They clearly didn't want to go to Reaper's hideout. Derek! Here you go. Bam. How much we get for that? Not too shabby. Alright, let's go ahead and sell off our meats while we're here as well. Well, bam. Nicely done. We inch closer and closer to level ups every day. Or do we ever really get to them is the question. How are we looking? Okay, I mean it's coming along. Not super quick, but we're coming along. Clearly somebody didn't want to go to Reapers to sell their stuff, so they kind of just left it here. Yeah, dang, it's generous gifts and everything. It's pretty good stuff. Here's what I can do, right? Can't we just, like, bury it all? Pristine Megalodon scale. Doesn't this go to Hunter's Call? What are you just leaving loot around for? Pretty sure this goes to Hunter's Call. Yeah. What are you just leaving all this loot around for? Some pretty good rewards off of it. Like, what are you doing? Here's what we'll do. Why don't we just take... Well, let's make a little nice map and we can put it on the board. Let's just bury a few things. Let's bury the stuff. Somebody will look at it and they'll get a little treasure map to this nice outpost and it'll all be great. Unless it becomes so bad to the fact that I can't put a poster board here. Just burying stuff. Got some stuff for people to find. Oh, you're supposed to use this on a Reaper fort. Grade 1, Master Hunter of Pristine Megalodon Spoils. Ooh, burying the past. Foundation. Did the thing bury? I'm confused. There we go. Just gonna bury all this stuff. Let somebody come have to find it by digging it up. Give them a little challenge, you know? Because why not? It's fun to make it a challenge. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a challenge, but some people may see it as that. Ooh, grade 1 hider of secret treasures. Thanks for giving me some accommodations, guys. They can summon some obvious places and some not obvious places. This one's pretty good. Generous gifts are pretty something people want to find, so let's put it in a nice hidden place back here. Why can't I bury it right here? There we go. At least it says I can bury it here. Not gonna let me. Okay. But if I go a few feet outside? There we go. Look at this map. It's coming along nicely. They're all kind of bunched together, so it won't take too much effort to find things. Oh! Vanished ancient rune tablet. What? Where are you guys just pulling loot from? Absolutely, I'm selling that. There you go. It's worth a lot of gold. What? I mean, if you're just gonna leave it lying around. Absolutely, I'm selling that. Didn't give us much rep, but it's gonna be pretty cool. Bury it deep. Bonk, bonk. Very cool, very cool. Only a few more things, I believe. Actually, quite a few. That's a rock right there. We're just having fun, you know? Making a little treasure map. We're not necessarily in a rush for anything. We're having fun. That's what the series is all about. Sea of Thieves, showing you how to play the game, how to do things, but also having fun. Because that's what Sea of Thieves is all about. It's all about having fun. Ooh, Glitterbeard's journal. The journal seems to belong to a pirate named Glitterbeard. Reads Soul Searching Part 1. Having made myself known, Soul Searching combination. Having made myself known both to the Gold Hoarders and the Merchant Alliance, it seemed only sensible to complete the set, so to speak. Remembering what my friend Richie had told me, gave me pause, however. I now had a sword with which to defend myself, but actively seeking skeletons was very different. Instead, when I made myself known to the Order of Souls, my first suggestion was that I might be able to help locate ingredients or inks to help with their work. Madame Olivia, whom I had introduced myself, gave a low laugh and shook her head. All that we require from pirates is their brute strength, she insisted. She was quite insistent that all I could contribute to the Order's efforts was to bring them skulls of notorious skeleton captains. I thanked her for her time and retreated. Part 2. Do you believe that there is such a thing as golden hour? A time of day when the light is absolutely perfect and the world seems to freeze? I know it exists. I spent that golden hour on the beaches of Plunder Outpost, legs crossed, pondering. I thought back to my first voyage, where a friend had leapt into danger for my sake. I had come to the Sea of Thieves determined to keep an open mind, and though I bore no ill will toward anyone here, I knew that the reverse would not always be true. More than that, if I did not learn to fight, could I really ask my friends to put themselves at risk to protect me from every last snake, shark, or skeleton? That was why I returned to Madame Olivia, apologized for my absence, and accepted my first skeleton bounty voyage. Soul Searching Part 3. The bounty seemed straightforward enough, listing the last known location of a skeleton captain and his crew, at an unfamiliar island named Wanderer's Refuge. At Olivia's suggestion, I investigated a local weaponsmith shop and purchased a flintlock pistol, which I hoped might give me an advantage. If I expected to be the one who fired first, however, I was sorely mistaken. As I approached Wanderer's Refuge, I heard a loud and deadly, decidedly ominous whooshing sound. Foreshadowing. I was under attack. Not from another ship, I realized. My horizon was clear, but from guns mounted on the island itself. So much for being a refuge. The second cannonball struck home, and I was forced to lurch hard to port, running below deck to deal with the damage until my sloop was safely out of range. Okay. A little bit of coffee, and then part 4. Approaching the island from a new direction that seemed mercifully cannonball-free, I furled my sails and ventured slowly onto the beach with my pistol drawn. The skeleton who had been firing at my ship was racing down the hill to meet me, but a few wild blows of my sword soon discouraged him, and he fled. I think journal. That'll spare you the grim details of my encounter with the captain. I came away with a few bumps and bruises, but also the skull that Olivia had requested. Olivia had said any member of her order would accept the skull, so I made my way to Golden Sands Outpost. Frankly, I was glad to be rid of the eerie, whispering thing. Golden Sands doesn't exist anymore. Hello, Port Merrick. Although I was sure I'd tussle with skeletons again, I decided to leave the order to their own devices for now. Retire to the beach. Another golden hour was almost here. So Glitterbeard had an adventure, it seems, with multiple trading companies, including the Order of the Souls. Grade 2, Hider of Secret Treasures. Inside this one directly in the middle. And then this one will hide behind the shop over here. Oh, is that buried? There we go. Alright, I think that's everything buried. Let's see if we can donate it to the map thingy here. If not, then we're gonna have to donate it somewhere else, I would think. There's so much that I had to do 2 maps. It's kind of sad. Let's see if we can donate. My maps. Masterless location can't be added to the quest board. What? Well, that was a waste of time. Bummer. Okay, well, it's too late for that now. Let's go ahead and do what I want to do here before we set out on any adventures. We have a trophy that I would like to get. We're going to purchase ourselves a sniper rifle. Thanks.
Hello.
Or Eye of Reach is what it's called. So, before we had gotten the Build Rat Blunderbuss, so let's keep the theme, yeah? Eye of Reach, Build Rat, Eye of Reach. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and buy it. Pretty cheap. Eye of Reach. Purchase a new Eye of Reach from the weaponsmith. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad.
See you soon.
Didn't mean to open the trophy menu. There we go. Got ourselves an Eye of Reach, so we'll use this for a little bit instead of the flintlock. Since we bought it. Fortunately, there's not a trophy for buying a new flintlock, so that's why I went with the Eye of Reach, so that we could get a trophy out of the way. Since we've already knocked so many out of the way today. What are we at now? 34. 35, actually. We went from 28 to 35. So 7 trophies. 7 trophies so far. Technically, we're not done yet. Still got some more stuff to do. So. Just looking at some of them right now. Debating on how we're going to get them. But we'll get them in time. I'm sure. Alright. Back to the ship. And we will go diving down for another voyage. Hopefully one that will give us a little bit more rep than that one did, because that was not great. Not a super great voyage to do there, clearly. It's a good starter voyage, I guess, for when we're, starting our session, but not very great for rep-wise. That is. Okay, let's throw all this in the crates. Whatnot here. There we go, got some wood. Bam. Alright, so let's throw down. You know what, it's been a while. They're not super great, but let's do a riddle. It's been a while since we've done a riddle quest, and I want to do a riddle. Because why not? It's been a while. We gotta spice it up sometimes. We can't just do the same thing over and over again. It gets a little boring. So we'll spice it up with a riddle here. We'll pull out our pocket pebble on the way out. Oh, look at him. He's got a face. I didn't even notice the face before. Look, he's talking to me. Look at it. So weird. So cool, but so weird at the same time. I never really know what's going on, as I said. I'm letting out burps. Been streaming for 2 hours now. And I'm having a pretty good time, I don't feel like Sometimes when I stream, it's gonna sound weird to say, but sometimes when I stream, I dread it. Even if I like the game that we're playing, I just dread it. But right now, I'm having a good time. Here we are. Crescent Tile. New session, who this? Not new session, new server, who this? We're not gonna say new session. Because, you know, same session, who this, but... Uh-oh. Here's the thing. I'm gonna ram right into that dang rock. Oh, I'm going right into the rock. Oh yeah, we going right into the rock. Anchor, turn. Oh, no. Well, that was a little rough, yeah. That definitely could have been executed a little bit better. It's alright. We'll fix it. That's what we're here for. We are a solo slooper at the moment, so we're here to literally do everything that our ship needs. Fixing, driving, shooting, all of the above. I do see a sloop behind us, so I'm a little scared of that, but maybe they won't come and interfere or anything. Get a piece of wood so we can repair the hull. We have to repair our sweet boat eventually. Look at all the holes it's got in it. So sad. Let's see. There's that sloop. Looks like it's going away from us. Is that a Reaper? Oh my god, it is a Reaper. Why are they going out to the Red Sea? What's wrong with you? Alright, let's get on the island. Hiya! Okay. With that being said, give me my riddle. Anything in here? There's our Vault Egos, if you didn't know. Find the headless traveler taking shade atop the island. I wonder what this journey will yield. Okay. Headless traveler atop the island. Snipe! Bozo. Oh, I thought you were dead. Fully convinced that guy was dead. I would love to get better with the Eye of Reach, so this may be good training. I want to get like the Eye of Reach and pistol combo kind of going for double gun. It's a pretty good combo. Bring the little friend back to life here. Oh, what the heck happened on this island? What the hell? Here you go. Wanna hold on to the storage crate for me, buddy? Hold on to that. I gotta see what's up here. What the heck? There's a pineapple. What the... What happened here? It's like a boar ran through here. Is this part of like a mission that I don't know about? What? What the heck? This is a really weird mission, you know? I don't understand it, but alright. Didn't have to drop the storage crate, but okay. There you go. You got another one of your friends. There's a chicken coop. Ooh, coconut. What do we got in the rowboat? We did lose our rowboat, low key, so we might want to. You know what? Let's see. Here, gimme. No. What are you doing, dude? Let's try to get some stuff from here. We'll take the rowboat back to our ship. How about that? Since we lost our rowboat upon sinking, I guess we're gonna grab whatever this stuff is. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. It's like a bunch of loot compiled. Wallowing in treasure. Get accommodation for it. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. But I will definitely take the loot. I mean, ain't nobody gonna complain. Could deliver a chicken if we need to. Wonder if we can just deliver the coop. If that would work. So I don't really want to go through the hassle of getting a chicken. Unless we have to for like a merchant voyage or something. What's that? Another pineapple? I think it's a boar doing. I'm shooting the boar. I don't know if the boar gives you anything. Why is there just pineapples everywhere, dude? I mean... Shoot him! Uh-oh. Wow! Oh god! He wants me! Oh! I got him. Oh, he just drops pork. What a loser. Okay. I'll pick it up, though. What do we got? Why is there just coconut? What is going on with this place? This place is a little weird, I gotta say. Just gonna point that out there. This place is a little weird. Maybe a little over the top, you know? I'm feeling curio. Here goes the gold hoarders. Here you go. There's a banana. Your chest. Looky there. Seafarer's chest. You know, hold on to that. And then we got... What do we got here? Silvered cup. What was that? Why are there snakes everywhere again? I told you guys I don't want snakes. Here, give me the chest. Thank you. There we go. Give me that. Thank you. Kill the frickin' snake. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get new ship drip. We're gonna get new drip for our character. Just give it a little bit of time, okay? Everything is a slow process. We got weapon upgrades, you know, coming in right now. Like, you didn't think we'd have a new Eye of Reach, did you? New blunderbuss? What's next? New flintlock? What do we got in here? Some cannonballs. Alright, let's go, take this over, yeah? Uh-oh, I don't like that. I see that ship coming towards me. We might need to get out of here. I haven't even got to do my riddle yet. I don't like that the ship's coming this way. That's not good, my friends. That is not good at all. Because if they're coming directly at me, they were a Reaper, so it's a little scary, you know, considering I don't really have anything. I mean, I got some loot now. But we gotta be careful. This might be like a doozy episode where we just keep getting sugar, dude. There we go. Gotta be careful. I don't know what the ship's doing. Crate of fine sugar. Okay. Boston Class 1 and rowboat stocked. Which is an interesting milestone to have. Seafarer's chest. Got a storage crate. It was in the storage crate. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Got a piece of meat that we get to cook. Stay away from me. Don't come near me. Trust me, I'm not a safe person. I'm scared they're gonna come over here, but it doesn't look like they are. I mean, I don't have an emissary flag. Oh, what? Wait, what happened? They don't have a Reaper flag anymore. What? What? Wait, what? Oh, that's a different ship. That's an Athena. What the heck? Okay, they might not mess with me. If it was the Reaper, then I'd be a little concerned, but considering the fact that it's an Athena, I think we're okay. Usually Athenas aren't that hostile. Unless they're, you know, attacking a Reaper, then they're hostile. But in this instance, I think we're alright. They don't seem to care too much about little old me. They probably think I'm a noob anyway. Got a cannonball, great. Well, bam. Filling a skull. Sell 360 of those for a combination. And trophy. It's a lot of work. Take me down. Alright, and we have ourselves a brand new spanking rowboat. Isn't that great? This one's got nothing on it. I was hoping for like a lantern or something, but that one's got nothing on it. Alrighty. With that being said, we need to head to the top of the island. But I kind of want to go to this side. Because I don't know if you guys were noticing, but there was somebody, little somebody over here lurking. David, Sandy Beach. Why were you lurking? Bop, bop, bop. Piece him up. Okay. I'll take your stuff. Thank you. Hey, back above 200K. Not too shabby. Jeez. Time goes by real quick, huh? Feels like it was literally just 9 o'clock. Alright, I wonder if I could just, let's do a little one of these, yeah? Whoa! That's a tree. Here I am. Okay, let's look at this map first. We're going down the hill. Oh, people are dead. Our friends are dead. Okay. Right here. I'm just a genius. Oh my. It's like the holy grail of storage crate right there. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Okay. It's a pretty good place to harpoon right there. Okay. Headless traveler. Atop the island. There's gonna be a headless traveler up here. What we're looking for. Taking shade. Whoa. Who had a big boom boom? It's literally the only explanation is somebody had a big boom boom keg. And it somehow got enough damage taken to it. Oh look, there's that ship. There's the Athena. Little Saint. Oh my. I'm not even gonna finish the name of that ship. But if you know, you know. 6 paces southwest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you know what that boat's name is, you know, named after, then you know. But I'm not. We ain't talking about it. Not in this chat, guys. Not in this chat. Not here. Not anywhere. We don't talk about that. Okay. With that being said, let's grab that, and then we will be off to our next island. Yeah. Let's pick those up. Whoop, bam, whoop, boom. Anything I can grab? Yep. Sweet. Bam. Alright, this is a pretty stacked storage crate as itself. Yeah, it's a pretty stacked one. Let's go ahead and just dump one of these. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this one and we're going to take some cannonballs from it to fill up this cannonball crate. And then we're going to take, let's see, how much we got in here? 77. We got some cannons going around here. We're going to put some cannonballs into this crate just by itself. May put some chains and stuff later, but you know, just put a few in here. We'll use that as this cannonball crate. Got a sloop over there. I see a Athena. Oh, there's a Reaper over there as well. That's not fun. Alright, let's get to work on our next voyage then, yeah? I guess we're not gonna go Ashen, so let's just do a regular Captain's Treasure map. Okay, mermaids. Sweet. So we're just going south. Ooh, we could hit a sea fort on the way. We can make up for yesterday. Last night. We're making up for last night. So last night we wanted to do that sea fort, and then we got there and it was already done. This is gonna make up for last night. We're gonna do the sea fort. We'll make up for all of those things that happened. Let's make sure we look at those combinations again. Sea forts, sea forts. Visit all sea forts. Defeat sea fort phantoms. Defeat sea fort phantom captain. Open sea fort treasury. Open 5 sea fort treasuries. Secret stash treasure on sea fort. 5 secret stash treasures. Cook a meal using all pans at the same time. Share a bunk bed with another pirate. No. Get another cruise ship with a sea fort cannon. Okay. So we definitely have a few that we can do. So we'll do the sea fort, and then we'll go to mermaids. We'll grab those chests, and then we'll sell. And I would hope with the power of the sea fortune, selling and all that, we would probably hit 15. I mean, if not, we'll be cutting it pretty close. I'm trying to think of what side the sea fort thing would be on. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to the left a bit. Find where the exit would be for the vault. Maybe on the side of the treasury exit would be. Oh, I believe it would be this side that I'm going to. Looks to be. That would be the hole right there, and then there's the food barrels. We have storage crates, so we can run around and grab all the supplies that we need in case we need them. I believe this one's active because I heard the bell. The bells were ringing. It's pretty calm for right now. Okay, let's pull up. I pull up, and we'll hit the anchor. Okay, we'll do all the supplies and looting and stuff later. But for now, we just want to run through the fort, and then we'll do all the other stuff after we go to the fort. Okay, let's do it. Bam! First shot has been taken. We need to get a little bit of food just so we can survive. So we gotta fight waves of phantoms. See, look at all this food we're gonna be able to grab afterwards. We're gonna be filthy rich in food. There's the pans that we'll have to use. So we'll do the looting afterwards, so let's just work on getting through this. Make sure we watch our surroundings as well. Hello? Anybody home? Oh, hello. Like upstairs. That it was. Hey, grade 1 from whence they came. It's got a nice view from up here. Like all the way on the edge of the map. Uh-oh, nice. ship titles and stuff. Pretty cool. This is not up top. I was completely certain I know who it was. Boss wave here in a second. That's usually what that music means. It's time for the boss to come out to play. Okay, downstairs. Uh-oh, I missed. Sword lunge. Oh, bam! Ooh, nice hits. Oh, bam! There he is, captain of the fortress. Alright, buddy, come on. Piece you up. Got him. Spectral Slayer. Okay. So we're going to take his key, which is the fortress treasury key. And we're going to bring that downstairs to the treasury. What's yours is mine. You opened a seaport treasury. Now we get all this loot. Nice. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and open the gate here so that we can bring it all outside. We've got lots of different things we're gonna do before we leave here, so let's start with emptying the treasury. Seaport complete. Nicely done. We started with 28 trophies. We are now at a total of 36. So almost, what, 8 trophies? Yeah, 8 trophies today so far. Stream's not over just yet, so let's see how much more we can get. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't just give us gold hoarder loot. It gives us kind of a mix of Gold Hoarder, Order, Souls, and Merchant, which is nice. But it should be a pretty good amount of Gold Hoarder to help us out getting to 15. Oh, my nose. It's killing me right now. Okay. Sorry guys, if you hear me like sniffling, messing around, my nose is playing with me right now. We got a captain's chest here. These captain's chests are worth a good amount of rep, I believe. So they should be pretty good. Open the door. Anything inside? Yeah, deluxe curio. More gold hoarder items. My favorites. Sneaky little merchant item in the corner. Hope you guys are enjoying the streams. Make sure you, like, subscribe, share, do all those things. Check out the other two channels. Instinct 290, which is our main channel where we post loads of different content, gaming, all those sorts of things, different other things as well. And our other channel, third channel, Instinct Realms, where we post all about Forgotten Realms and Baldur's Gate 3, and, maybe in the future Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and Dark Alliance, and stuff like that. Everything Forgotten Realms. Which right now just includes, part of the one Baldur's Gate playthrough. But eventually we'll get to lore and all that stuff. And figure out the best way to do that. Gold pouch. Okay, I believe this is the last thing in the treasury, right? Yep. So after that, we have to take step 2 of the sea fort, and it's going to be running around checking for any little bits and baubles. So, be checking in these kind of things here. Okay, outside is clear. Let's check the middle floor. Oops. Okay, still got it. Lots of gold pouches. A lot of bits and baubles. I don't believe there's anything down here that you can mess around with. Okay, let's move to the next floor. We got a chest. That could be helpful. More gold. Can never have enough gold, so they say. I don't believe there's anything around the sides. We'll take the treasure chest. Make things easier to carry later. Okay. It's like doing a routine inspection, essentially. Just doing a whole routine inspection. Inspection. If I can learn how to use my words. Oh, there we go. Door and receptacle. Light fingered. Nice. Routine inspection. I realize why I'm saying it wrong, because I'm saying expection, and it's inspection. I don't know why I'm saying expection. Ooh, disgraced bounty skull. These could be pretty hard to find nowadays. You might not worry about grabbing all the supplies for this one. But usually when you come to a sea fort, you would take your storage crate, and you just go through all of these, the barrels, which include cannonball barrels, food barrels. There's, I think, one or two wood barrels. And you just go through and you'd collect all the stuff that's in them. There's the key that we're looking for. This is, can I pick up the gold pouch, please? Please, 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 please. Sorry, let me pick up the gold pouch, okay. So we use this key up top here. This will open the storeroom. Just like so. And that'll give us a little bit of extra loot as well. We got some fireworks. There's a ladder right here. There's not a ladder to get back up though. Yeah, so usually you would take a storage crate and go through all the barrels and stuff, but I don't think we need to do that on this one. We'll worry about that in a later stream. For now, we'll just grab what we need to grab and then we'll be good to go. Got a mermaid gem. It's pretty good. So we can sell that to any trading company. We're just gonna make sure we sell it to gold hoarders. Uh-oh. That's not a good idea. Might have got that stuck there. Oh, that's even worse. I have to hope that I can reach that one. This one might not be doable. So I can like have a slight idea, but I can't hold on to that. So I'm gonna hold on to that ledge right here, where the window is. So you see, you can use the hatch. I was essentially hoping to hold on to that. One way I think I could do it is if I can grab it on the way down. Essentially. But I'm just grabbing the ladder is the issue. Alright, well, we lost the chest because I'm not going to be able to get that. But that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. One chest in the eyes of many. Watch it be the reason we don't hit level 15. It's like, yeah, if you would have that one chest, you would be fine. But yeah, you usually just run through with a storage crate and get all the barrels. I'm not going to worry too much about it on this one, since it's our first time here. But we'll definitely be doing that. So we want to get a lot of supplies and things like that. So, we'll be back to the sea forts. Trust. Okay, I'm gonna start throwing everything up here. See if I can pick up any little things here. Bounty skull. Another bounty skull. Gem will go separate because that has to go to gold hoarder specifically, otherwise it'll turn it into the lowest company that we have. And we don't want to just go to whatever it is. We're still gonna go to mermaids and grab that voyage that we were working on that we have set up, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna sell and see what we're looking like from that point. Alright, so with that, we're going to go down to mermaids now and grab those chests that have been waiting on us for a good amount of time. Okay, pretty happy with that. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer if you go through it. Ow! To get all the stuff from the barrels, but we're not going to worry about that today. That will be for a later day. Did I make a hole? I did. Okay, there we go. Patched up. Alright. Anything we can claim here? We can, okay. What did we not claim yet? I don't think we claimed the Bombardier's stash, so let's go ahead and claim that. So now we have all three of those. Access to those, I believe. Which is pretty cool. Oh, is the wind the other way? Am I tweaking? No, the wind one's sort of behind us. Okay, I see. Go to the skeleton camp too, but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna hit this island and then we'll go sail over there. Maybe if we don't hit 15, then we'll go hit the skeleton camp, but I'm not gonna worry about it. A pretty decent feeling we should hit 15, but if we don't, blame it on me. I think I see a captain soon, so that might be helpful. Oh, and there's a mermaid gem thing. Okay, we're just finding a bunch of stuff that we can use. Loads of things that we would be able to take with us. Lower the anchor so we get a stop here. And then we reduce. I wonder what kind of mermaid statue that is. What's the color? Oh, it's blue. It's the easiest one. That one's not too bad. If it's red, then we might need the help of a cannon. But blue, I think we can just break on our own. Bam, bam, bam. That's our first one broken. We only got one mermaid's gem. I think you can get up to a maximum of 3 on that. But I'm okay with 1. Better than none, they say. Okay. What do we have here? Another storage crate. Love to see it. Storage crates after storage crate. Oh, completely thought I was swinging on him. My apologies, sir. Okay. I do have to end stream at some point because I need to shower tonight before I go to bed. So. Some point I do have to end stream. Much as I really don't want to, because I'm low-key having a lot of fun hanging out with you guys here. Just doing fun stuff here. Oh. New world events active. Okay, we got a trident. So I'm just getting a bunch of stuff now. So what do you do with all the stuff? Can't even get to our quests. How much stuff we're grabbing. They won't stop giving me things. Look, another storage crate. It's like, what's wrong with you? They just keep giving me items. I am curious, how do you guys want to see this series work? You guys want to see it once a week, maybe twice a week? Something like that? Multiple times a week? Yeah. I guess some stuff there, because starting Monday I'm going to probably be bringing Baldur's Escape back with Vess, so that's going to come into the mix. Maybe every day, maybe every other day, something like that. I might not do it every day. Okay, let's look at the map here. We need to go inland. And I say inland and I think England. It's like, why? I don't know, why is that what I think? Okay, so in front of this rock, there should be a chest. There we go. I have a lot of videos I'm gonna have to upload to the PlayStation now, upload to my phone, upload in my Google Drive. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do tonight now. So we'll probably call it quits after we do the selling here. Whether we get the emissary, whether we don't. If we get the emissary, then next stream on this will be opening with the maiden voyage all accommodations. So if we get 15, which I suspect we will, that will probably be what we open with next stream. So be ready for that. Don't expect us to be going to voyaging. We're gonna be, well, we're definitely gonna be voyaging, but we're gonna be doing it with maidens. But no, don't listen to what I said. Let's get a little friend. And there's combinations for completing quests with these guys in certain regions out as well, so that's why I've been bringing them up. I'm bringing them to life. And also, they're pretty cool. You gotta admit, they're pretty cool. Oh, that's not it. So there's that, and then, oh, it's like right here. There we go. Not too shabby. So much for helping me. It's a little too late for that now. Okay. And then we got one more. This one does seem to be a little confusing. Is it up top or is it down low? Is there even an up top down low situation here? I don't know. I actually do not come to mermaids as often as I wish I did. Because this is a pretty cool island. Right here? Or is it like here somewhere? I don't understand. There's a bridge that crosses onto what island? That's a rock. So this is, so it's on the opposite side of this bridge, like right here? Huh? I mean, this seems to be the only logical explanation. There's one that crosses by rock. Is this the one that crosses by what? I don't completely understand. I have an idea. Hey, can you show me this? Yep, show me. I'm very confused. Watch him like go 2 feet. Oh, we're going down. See, I knew there was a top and a bottom to this. That's why. I knew there had to be like a top and a bottom area. The way this is made. Yeah, you're never finding this, dude. You expecting somebody to actually find this, like, legit? Yeah, what's wrong with you? Rare. I don't gotta say a word, but you know what I'm thinking. What, you know? Are you alright in the head, Rare? What was your idea for making that spot? I mean, it's a little insane, don't you think? Okay, a little rep for complete the quest as well. I'm really hoping we have enough to get the 15. Ow. I don't have enough to get to 15 and I crash out. Lucky. You might see instantly crash out live on camera. Like I haven't already, but you know. The point being. Okay, well that's not great. That means I could literally be, like, pretty close to a Reaper. Okay, I guess it's not too bad. Mermaid gem for me. Sure. Mermaid statue. I mean, I'll take it. Come on. Just keep smacking it. I'm taking damage, but it's alright. Break. Hey, look, I got 2 for that one. 2 for. Alrighty. Let's grab those and then we'll be on to the nearest outpost. Just gotta remember Things that go to, that I want to go to a specific trading company have to go to the actual trading company and not the sovereign, because it will put it at whatever's lowest. Okay, northeast. To Fort Merrick. Let's do this thing. Let's finish off our adventure for the day, no matter what happens. This will be how we finish our adventure. So, let's hope it ends with a bang. Not literally, but figuratively. Okay, storage crate. Don't care about you at the moment. We got the trident. Trident needs to go to something specific. Specific. I can separate it, but I'm just gonna harpoon it all, and it's not gonna be specific anymore. It's like I'm doing all this for nothing, really. But we'll see. Okay. So with all the loot we've gathered, we have enough to get to level 15 in Gold Quarter. And so we'll be starting off tomorrow with the maiden voyage. Which is pretty fun. In a way. Don't see any ships. I don't think. We're okay. I would go for like another hour, but it's already almost 11 o'clock. Got about 9 minutes till 11 o'clock, and I still need to shower. I'd like to get in bed. 3, 12, 12, 1 a.m. Unless I just pull another all-nighter. I've been up for a long time. Way over 24 hours. Could push for the 48. Wouldn't hurt nobody. And we'll go to bed. I don't need to stay awake that long. I do see a boat over there, so that's a little scary. So let's get this stuff sold, yeah. I'll raise my anchor. Not really a point to it, since I'm not going anywhere, but just in case. What's on the shore over here? A logbook. Somebody left their logbook. Doesn't count for the trophy. You have to read it when it's on their ship. We'll figure it out if I do that. Oh, never mind. I did get it. Accrued wisdom. You read another cruise captain's logbook. Hey, I did get it. I would say one last trophy before we're done, but there's no guarantee that's the last one. We went from 28 to 37 so far. Let's see if we get any more. So we're doing pretty good. Alright. Like I said, it's all just going to kind of mix together at this point. Just got to remember what to stop it. Bless me. Look at all this gold. Okay. Let's lock in, yeah? Chicken coop. Here you go. Can't give you the chicken coop? Alright, there's chicken coop. Let's get to work. Can you take this? Yes, you can. Sweet. It's all in here. Boom, boom. Just gotta be safe with what I want to sell. Mermaid gem we'll leave out. Leave it out. That can sell. Oop, merchant going up a bit. Oh, what's all in here? Okay, let's take this stuff out. How about that? We'll sell it, and then we'll put the gems in here. Okay, that's specific as well. Very specific. Season Pass 15. That's a new selection of cosmetics. Let's see what we want to get from that. We'll do all that before we end it tonight as well. Okay, another mermaid gem. There we go. Excuse me. Should have kept the other chest, so I could run them all to the gold hoarders pretty quickly. Okay, there's another mermaid gem. That goes here. And that goes here. Okay, I'll start with the tridents first. I'm sure we may see some rep levels coming in here in a minute. Say the way you run with the tridents and the spears are so cool. They put them on the back. You can't see it, but you can see it in like the shadows and stuff. It's like really cool. Gold Seeker ship title. That's pretty cool. Mission milestones unlocked. The Gold Seeker flags. Getting some milestones. There's some mermaid gems. There's only one mermaid gem left. I bet you I'm running all this way for one mermaid gem. I think that's what I'm doing. Running all this way with a chest for one mermaid gem. Damn. That's alright. Everything's still coming through, so. Alright, that's the last of it. So, how much did we make off that? Maybe about 40,000, roughly. Maybe a little less, a little more, I think. We want to just take a sneak peek at what we have, or we want to wait until it all comes through? Might be here in a minute if we wait, so I think we should just take a sneak peek and we'll see what the levels look like. Okay, there we go. So Instinct Syndicate is a little over halfway to level 2. Order Souls is a little over halfway to level 10. Merchant is almost level 8. Hunter's Call is almost level 6. And Gold Hoarders is level 15. Wow. Okay. With that being said, that means we can go on into a huge shop here. We can get our promotion, which gives us the Gold Swabby title, access to the Gold Hoarder's costume, which is going to be our drip, at least for a little bit, the Notable Hoarder Shovel, the Gold Hoarder's Emissary License, Captain's or Riddle Quest, a Pirate's Treasure Vault, and a Raid on a Seafort. Level 15 is very massive. Now we can purchase the Emissary Flag, which is very, very good. So, That being said, we're going to go ahead and do some purchasing here. We're going to spend 20,000 on the emissary license. Then we'll spend 1,400 on the shovel. And you thought we were done. Yeah, we're spending 68 grand on an outfit. So we're now down to 150 grand. Yeah, that's right. I spent all that money on an outfit. Okay. Everything else is kind of farther behind, so we can't get any promotions for those guys. But next episode, we will be starting with the maiden voyage and then getting all the combinations and then figuring out what comes after that. Uh-oh. There's some cannons going off. Is that my boat? I don't think so. Doesn't really matter, does it? We're not doing it anymore after this. If it is my boat, it's fine. I do not really care. Moment. Okay, so with that being said, we have a new title, so where's the vanity chest? We are now upgraded from a gold bucko to a gold swabby. And now, if we go over here to the clothing chest, we can go to costumes, and we have the Gold Hoarder's costume. Alright, this is our new drip. This is our new drip for a while. We are officially sort of a member of the Gold Hoarders, you would say, I guess. You're a member of the Gold Hoarders. Did it give us a little bit of makeup, or am I tweaking? It may have given us some makeup, I can't really tell. If it did, it's cool. I don't think it did. I think we're okay. This is currently going to be our drip. That's why I wasn't wasting money on an outfit just yet, because we've got this one. And we've got plenty more to come. We've got plenty of stuff to do. And now we can jump into the emissary ledger. So, we would need, if we want to get this done, we would want to get to the top value of captain within the next 2 to 3 days. Because you can see final ledger positions rewards in 3 days. I'd rather not any of these be uneven. So I'd rather not sit at Marauder and then miss out on Captain, because then it's just going to make it really uneven. So we'd have to get in here and pretty much just go straight to Captain. You can see we can get things for this. So we get a Seafarer, we get the Emissary of Gold Seafarer's title. I think it's title. And then if we got to Marauder, we would get the Gold Hoarder's inaugural Marauder sales. And then if you get the Captain, you get the Gold Hoarder's inaugural Captain sales. And then it shows you what's next. So like the next one would be the Tribute Peak Figurehead, the Tribute Peak Hull, and the Seafarer of Sealed Stashes title. So, and then we got plenty of accommodations left. We've got plenty of voyages we still have to do. We're getting very close to the earning 150,000 gold from the Gold Hoarders. That will be the first one we probably finish. Sail miles with a Gold Hoarders voyage or with the Emissary flag raise. That used to just be sail miles on voyages, but now it's with the Emissary flag raise, so that's going to be pretty easy to get done. And then we have Castaway chests, Seafarers, Marauders, Captains, Thousand Grogs, Sorrows, Shipwreck chests, and all the treasure artifacts. Then we have Become an Emissary, grade 2 a certain amount of times, 3, 4, 5. Sell treasures while flying the Emissary flag, while grade 5. Represent while sailing as an emissary through appearance, through ship and appearance. And then we have the vault stuff here, followed by distinction, and then diving to voyages, doing raid voyages, which we now have access to seafort, so that's probably how we're going to be starting most of our sessions, by diving to a seafort and getting supplies. And then the Hoarder's Reliquaries, which are currently not, I don't think they're currently available to get, if I'm correct. I think they currently may be on lockdown because of the new season and stuff. But let's go ahead and claim something. So we can either get the Prehistoric Plunder Lantern, the Wrecker Wrangler Fishing Rod, or the Bilge Rat Weapon Pose. How cool do we want to look? That is the question. We're going to go for the Prehistoric Plunder Lantern, I think. Or no, we have a lantern, don't we? Or we're going to have a lantern, because we're going to have the Order of Souls lantern. Maybe. You know what? Let's just do it. Which one of these looks cooler? We're not gonna really use weapon poses. Let's do the prehistoric lantern. That will look pretty cool. Speaking of which, we need to equip our new version of a shovel. So we had the measly hoarder shovel, now we have the notable. So you can see it kind of gets cleaned up a bit. Looks better. And now we can use the prehistoric plunderer lantern, at least for a little bit. We will be getting an Order of Souls lantern sooner or later, but for now we can use this, and this one's cooler. Okay, is there anything else that we want to do before we wrap this one up, is the question. I feel like this has been a pretty good session. We got to level 15, so next episode we will be starting, or next stream we'll be starting, not there, we'll be starting with finishing the Maiden Voyage for all its combinations, which is getting all of the Pirate Lord's journals, opening the hold of the Magpie's Fortune, catching a fish, discover a rowboat, cook meat, fire a cannon from the wreck of the Magpie's Fortune, and with all that, we will get the Adventure Begins combination, which will give us the Magpie Fortune sails. So we'll get a set of sails that we could use to decorate our ship. Maybe a little bit. I haven't figured out what the order of the tall tales I'm going to do yet is. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the order it shows up here, or if I'm going to do it in the release order. I was thinking some kind of release order, so I was thinking starting with the Shores of Gold, because that's like the main story, and then Seabound Soul, Heart of Fire, and then we would do Pirate's Life, and then we'd finish with Melee, the Monkey Island stuff, because that was the last one they did. We would go in order of how they came out. And why not, you know? Make it fun. Okay, so was there anything else that we could buy in here? Because you're going to notice we're going to kind of become a gold hoarder person for a while, and you'll see we're going to try to get a lot of things. So Gold Hoarder's Lantern, Unrivaled Emissary of Gold. Reputation level 20, we get upgrade of the compass, 30, 40, and then 50. We get shovel upgrades at 25, 35, and 45. And then you can see when we get up levels past 50, we get stuff. So like capstans at 55, cannons at 60, reel at 65. You can see we can get some more cosmetics that we can do to decorate our ship. And then you can get, like the outfit that we're wearing, you can get the cosmetic items for that as well. Plus instruments, you can get cosmetic items for like the outfit we're wearing separately, which is something I'm not opposed to having, because of the fact that I usually don't wear a peg leg or a hook. At least my character on my other account does not wear a peg leg or a hook. So we may wear one here, we may not, but the outfit makes us wear one, so we're going to. Should we get a beard? I feel like our character would get a beard at some point. But for now, we'll leave him as he is. He's a very, very sexy individual. Let's go check out some ship stuff, and then we'll wrap this one up, yeah? Because I got some stuff we need to do before I go to bed tonight, you know? Hello, Sharon. Let's take a look at your ship stuff. Anything that was going to interest us, maybe? Merchant Alliance, Build Rat stuff. Bone Crusher. Look at this, you can get sovereign cannons and stuff if you do gold hoarders. Would be something for us to look into when we get to it. It's a lot of different types of cosmetics here. Some of them are expensive, but they look pretty cool. So, oh look, we can already get some of the Imperials, some of the Sovereign stuff. We can get the capstan at the least. It's pretty expensive though. I'm not gonna waste my money on that right now, since we just got new drip for like 68,000. But we can get some of the stuff we want already. I get the Sovereign figurehead, but I can't get the Royal or the Imperial. It's a little weird to me how that works. Of course, we can get the flag. I haven't figured it out though, what Sovereign we want to go. So we got Royal Sovereign, Imperial, and then there's just the regular. We might do all of them at some point, but we gotta figure out which one we want to start with if we're gonna do any sovereign thing. I might go with the black and the gold. That looks pretty cool. On my main account, I did some royal sovereign stuff with the gold and the green and things, so I think the regular sovereign would be kind of cool. It seems like we have access to some things, but not all of them. Which is interesting to think about. Okay. Any ship decorations that we're interested in? I don't think we even have access to any of them. Well, we have access to the Imperial Sovereign Captain bed. 29,000. Probably what we would be using, right? I mean, And there's ship trinkets as well that we're getting access to by doing like different dings. Like islands visited, we could get a little tree, or days at sea, we can get a little Steed of Shadow, or a little boat because we have a sloop captain. And you get little trinkets that you could put on your ship and things. And they're pretty cool. More and more as we play. And then you got the ornaments that you can just kind of decorate your ship with. These are kind of just basic. Don't really have to do much to get most of them. Some of them you have to do stuff, but most of them you don't have to do too much. I do have to go to the bathroom, so we probably should wrap this one up.
Bye!
Bye is indeed what I'm going to say. So, thank you all, you beautiful and ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, go check out the other channels and whatnot. I hope you guys are enjoying this content and stuff. So I will see you guys within the next stream video. Check out the channels, make sure you're there, and I will see you guys later.